Oh, Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary is dedicated to providing permanent, safe sanctuary for abused and abandoned captive bred wolves and wolf dogs. And Leighton Cougar is the sanctuary's executive director, and he's brought my new best friend, Flurry. Flurry is very relaxed right now. Hi, Leighton.
Hi,
I'm
Nikki.
sorry, I don't mean to put my back to you, but I'm having too much fun with your friend.
Isn't that great?
Wow, Flurry is precious and very, very, very sweet. And oh, okay, I won't go anywhere. I'll stay right here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about
doing.
Flurry. Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, Flurry is a soon-to-be 5-year-old Arctic wolf. He'll be 5 in May.
Okay.
And he was born in our sanctuary. We rescued his mom and his dad and a 2-year-old male from a breeder in Oregon who was selling exotic animals as pets. Mom was pregnant when we got her.
Wow.
She had 5 babies. I borrowed 2 of them.
Aww.
And hand-raised them, and this is Flurry, who I hand-raised.
Well, and if we have not dispelled the myth that wolves are not all wild and crazy, and that some of them are very loving and sweet.
You're about to get kissed.
Oh, I was about to get kissed by a wolf on TV. Well, I want to mention to our viewers that the sanctuary houses over 50 captive bred wolves and wolf dogs. So how do the animals actually come to you? All right, I'm going to sit here. And
well, all the animals are captive bred and sold or intended to be sold in the exotic pet market.
Okay.
And then those owners or maybe animal control or neighbors or someone calls us and said, hey, these people have wolves in their backyard, or these wolves have escaped and animal control's caught them, what do we do with them? So we have a lot of different adventures of going all over the country rescuing these wolves from people who try to make them pets.
That's amazing to me. Now, why wouldn't a wolf make a good pet?
Because they are not dogs. They appear to look like some dogs, but they don't have any doggy thoughts, any doggy desires, any doggy daydreams.
Really?
They're never going to sit, play dead, roll over, fetch your slippers, but they'll gladly destroy your home, your couch, your furniture, your backyard.
I just got kissed, by the way. I don't know if you just saw that. That was just, I'm in love.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, obviously, you're saying that those are reasons that they wouldn't make good pets, but Flurry is very, very calm. Is that from your, obviously, your training and your influence?
It's important for people to understand that over the last 20 years, we've rescued over 400 wolves and wolf dogs.
Wow.
And in our history, only 4 of them have been able to come out in the public.
Wow.
And I've raised 13 in the last 6 years, and out of those 13, 3 can come into the public. And a lot of that's just because of my interaction with them, and I understand them, and I can help them be this docile. But not all of them will do this.
You're like the wolf whisperer.
I am.
Well, can you tell us a little bit more about the care that the sanctuary really provides to these animals? Because it's so special.
All of our animals are in compatible pairs or family groups if we get a family group. We're like a zoo where you can go to see the different habitats. So the smallest habitat that we have for a pair of wolves is 5,000 square feet, and the largest is an acre.
Okay. Oh, and we're looking right here at some video of you working. Is that Flurry?
That's actually his brother Frost.
Oh.
And there's a group of my dogs. And you know, the thing is, we can provide some of the best care just because of who we are and what we do. And we bring these animals out of some horrible situations, and then they get an opportunity to live a life out of peace and freedom and comfort.
Oh, I love to hear that.
But they cannot go into the wild because they have no wild nature, wild instincts, because they were raised in captivity. The equation of food is humans give me food. So we can't go out in the wild.
Although I have to say, for those who are watching right now, there is actually meat cooking in our kitchen, and Flurry has been a perfect angel, way better than all of us. We've all been running after the food, but Flurry's been sitting calmly. So, you know, you've obviously done an incredible job of training him, and you've made some really wonderful efforts to improve public awareness and understanding about wolves in general. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we have an amazing outreach program where we want to get into the schools, clubs, groups, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, churches, homeschoolers, wherever we can be, wherever we're invited. We bring a wolf in, so we have a live presentation. And we want to talk about wolves in the wild, how they impact our ecology, but we also want to talk about wild animals as not being your pets.
Right.
And help people to understand that although it looks like a dog, you see it on a leash right now, this is not going to be a family pet.
Right, and that's important. I think, oh, look at that face. I can't even. I just can't even. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm rarely speechless, by the way, Leighton, and right now I can't even speak because I'm too enamored.
Well, wolves
by
have that effect
face.
on everyone.
Unbelievable, but not from fear. But what I was going to say, just touching on what you just said, I think it's wonderful for children to see a wolf and to understand what you do, and to be able to see that they don't have to be afraid. But that said, to understand what the limitations are at the same time.
Well, when I'm in the classroom with lots of kids, the one thing I remind the kids is that you kids, you're not the ones buying wolves as pets.
Right.
It's the adults adults who are doing this. So don't grow up and be like that. Understand that this animal needs to be in the wild.
Okay.
And it needs to be the caretaker of our forest, not someone in our backyard who's going to really, we're putting their life in jeopardy once we bring them into our home. Because if it does one thing that a neighbor or animal control deems inappropriate, they will execute him.
Sure, yeah. We don't want that to happen.
So a wolf that's caught by animal control has about 24 hours to live before we'll be able to help it out, if we can.
Do you only travel with male wolves?
The boys are larger, so they're a greater conversation piece, and they're also a lot more docile than the girls.
Okay. So, and I know this is going to sound like a crazy question, but as far, I know you think about, you know, dogs and giving them baths, and you know, Flurry is just so beautiful and clean and white. How do you take care of him as far as grooming goes and keep him calm?
We don't have to do any grooming. They have a natural grooming system. It's called lanolin in their fur, so it helps take all the nasty stuff comes off.
Wow.
But if I actually did need him to take a bath, encourage him to get in the water is super easy. He's an Arctic wolf. He loves water.
I was thinking
just
about
take him to the pond and he'll jump in.
Oh, wow.
But we're definitely not going to be trimming nails on a wild beast like this. And he gets enough exercise that his nails are trimmed.
I love it. Well, right now we're holding hands. He's got his paw on my foot, so it's like we're holding hands. How can our viewers get more involved?
Well, I think the #1 thing we can do is have you come to our website, which is wildspiritwolfsanctuary.org. Okay. You can also look at my personal website called Wolf Daddy, wolfdaddy.org.
Nice.
Our YouTube sites, our Facebook sites, but come out and visit. Come out and visit, have an experience. We have a campground, it's a 40-acre campground. We have an RV park. We have a picnic area. We give tours every day but Monday.
Really?
And we have 4 tours a day. We are a great family outing, and we're not very far away. And if you haven't been to us, and we're out past 2 national monuments, the Ice Caves and the Zuni Pueblo. We're all out there on New Mexico's best-kept secret, Highway 53, right at the Continental Divide. So it makes a great day trip, or come and camp out, make it your hub so you can visit the monuments and the ice caves and the Zuni Pueblo.
Make a whole staycation out of it, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I will definitely be heading up there to see my new friend and to see you as well, Leighton, my other new friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Wonderful information, and thank you for educating us on Flurry and all that you do. It's really wonderful.
Thank you. Well, come out and see us.
I would love to. Thank you so much. I'm going to go give my new friend a hug. We'll be right back. Thank you, Flurry.